Hello everyone, once again welcome back to the Desire Automation channel. Today we are going to see how to develop a project for this example. In this example we are having wall 1, wall 2, wall 3, one tank, one start button and one stop button. Here we have to apply the logic for when if I press the start button, then wall 1 should get filled 70 liter water in tank. And when tank get 70 liter fill, then wall 1 should get off and wall 2 should get on. And by wall 2 we have to fill 30 liter water in tank. When tank equal to 100 liter, then wall 2 should get off and wall 3 should get on. When wall 3 is on, it should drain out the water from the tank by 1 liter. Okay, this is we have to do. And meanwhile if you press the stop button, then all the things means wall 1, wall 2, wall 3, tank should get reset. That is the logic we have to apply in InterSCADA program. Okay, so let us go to InterSCADA. Here you can see I am having a InterSCADA icon. Just double click on it, click on S. Then you can see InTouch Application Manager window will get open. Here we have to create the file. So just go to the file, click on new, then browse the location where you want to save your file. Okay, so let me select my location where I want to save my file. Okay, so I want to save at desktop. Okay, at this location, click on OK, then click on next, then give the file name that we have to give. Let me give the name Desire 2. Let us select it and copy it. Click on next. Okay, so this name is already available. I should give the name Desire 3. Let us select it, copy it, click on next. Paste the same name that we have given previously, that is Desire 3. Click on finish. Okay, so here you can see Desire 3 window. The Desire 3 file is created over here. So just double click on it. Click on OK. Click on ignore. Let us wait until it is opening. Okay, here you can see InTouch window maker window is open over here. Here we have to create a new window. So go to the file, click on new window and give the name that we have given previously, that is Desire 3. Click on OK. Then you can see Desire 3 window is created over here. Let us make it large in size. Okay, so as per the example, we want wall 1, wall 2, wall 3, tank, start button and stop button. So we will take all these objects in our InterSCADA. So let us go to the SCADA. So as you know, to take the object we need to go in wizard. Here is the cap icon, that is nothing but the wizard. So just click on it, and for the button there is an option button. Just double click on it or by single click also. Okay, then you are having a lots of options for button. Then let me select this round panel push button, click on OK, then click on screen. So by this way you will get a one button as a start button, you can say. Okay, let us make it large in size. I want another one button as a stop button, so I will make it duplicate for this. So I will copy it and just paste it. So by this way I will have another button. I will give the name as a stop, but I will give that name later. Okay, so before that I will take all the objects. So again go to the wizard. Then now I want tank. So for that go to the symbol factory. Double click on symbol factory. Then click on the screen and search for the tanks. Okay, then you are having lots of options for tank. Let me select this type of tank. Click on OK. Then make it large in size as per your requirement. Okay, then now I want wall. So again go to the wizard. Wizard selection window will get open. Then for the wall go to symbol factory. double click on symbol factory, click on screen, search for the wall. Okay, then again you are having lots of options for wall. Let me select this type of wall, click on OK. Here is the wall that I want, make it small in size. Okay, now I want pipes, so again go to the wizard, go to symbol factory, double click on symbol factory, click on screen and search for the pipes. Okay, then here you are having lots of options. Let me select this type of pipe, click on OK, and here is the pipe. Okay, so I will arrange it as per my example. Okay, so here is my pipe. Then I will adjust my wall over here. It is back side of the pipe, so I will click on it and do the right click. There is the option back oblique front, and now I want to bring it to front, so that's why I will choose the option bring to front. Okay, so we will arrange it properly so that it will looks proper. Okay, so here you can see I am having a pipe and one wall is connected over there. Okay, so let us do the same for wall 2 and wall 3 also. Okay, let me copy it and paste it. Okay, so this is my another pipe. Okay, then this pipe should be at the back side of the tank, so just click on it and do the right click, then choose the option back oblique front, and in that send to back option. Okay, then I want wall over there, so again copy it and paste it. You will get wall and adjust it on another pipe, so you will get wall 2. Okay, so again let us copy another pipe, so paste it. Okay, so here you can see I cannot rotate it. Okay, so here is the option break cell, because we have taken pipe from the cell of symbol factory, so we need to break cell so that we will get this rotate options open. Okay, so just click on break cell. Now these rotate options are open for me. Okay, now let me rotate it as per my requirement, then adjust it where I want to place it. Okay, then you can see I am having pipe over here, then I want wall now, so copy it, then paste it. Okay, again there is no options for rotating the wall, so break the cell. Okay, so by this way we are having options to rotate it now. Okay, let me rotate it. Okay, I want this position of my wall, so let us arrange it properly where you want to arrange. Okay, so here is the location of my wall 3. Okay, now what I want, let us see what is the remain in our example. Wall 1, wall 2, wall 3, tank, start button and stop button. Okay, here to indicate the value of tank we need value display also. Okay, so in SCADA we will go to wizard and we will select value display. In this, let me select this type of value display, click on OK and click on screen. Okay, so let us arrange it near to the tank, because in this value display I want to see the value of tanks. Okay, so now the most important thing is to define the object. So for that, double click on object, then push button wizard window will get open, because I have done double click on push button. Okay, so that is why push button wizard window will get open, and this push button is my start button, so that's why I will give the tag name as a start. Okay, let us select the action direct, because when switch is in off condition I will have to show it is in red color. Okay, and when switch is in on condition I will have to show in green color. That is why for that actions I choose the direct. Okay, so here double click on tag name, then tag name dictionary will get open. Okay, here tag name is the start that we have given previously, and we have to select the tag type also. Here we are having lots of options. From this we can choose any type of the tag. So now our start button will be on and off. Okay, and now we are doing the programming SCADA itself, so that is why the tag type for the start button will be memory district. Okay, so click on OK, then save it and close it. Click on OK. Okay, so by this way we have defined the start button, but we are not getting whether it is start or stop. So what we will do, we will give the name as a start. So for that, go to the text. Okay, and then give the text name or give the text as a start. Okay, you can also make it large in size as per your requirement. Okay, this is my start button, and I also have defined the start button. Now let me give the name stop. Okay, again go to text, then give the name stop. Okay, let us make it large in size so that it will be visible properly. Okay, let us arrange it properly. Now let us define the stop button also. So just double click on button. This is push button, so push button wizard window will get open, and now we have to give the tag name. At this situation, this is our stop button, so we will give the name or tag name as a stop. Okay, we have to select the action direct. Okay, so just double click on tag name, then tag name dictionary window will get open. Here is the tag name is stop that we have given previously, and the tag type is memory district. So as you know, stop button is also going to on and off, so that is why the tag type will be memory district. Okay, so just save it and close it, then click on OK. Okay, so by this way we have defined our start and stop button. Now we will define our wall. So first of all, let us give the name. This is my wall 1. Okay, so let us make it large in size. Okay, so another one is my wall 2. So I will give the name over here, wall 2. Okay, then this is my wall 3. So I will give the name wall 3. Let us make it large in size. Okay, let us arrange it properly. Okay, so now we have to define wall 1, wall 2 and wall 3. So for that purpose we have to double click on it, but let us see what will happen. What happened? Symbol factory by Richard Software will get open because we have taken wall from the symbol factory and it is available in the cell. So that is why we need to break cell. So here is the option break cell. Click on it and now double click on wall 1. Then property window will get open. Okay, so now for wall 1 we will select the fill color property, and in that we will select the district property because we have to fill the color for two district values 0 and 1. So just click on next link. Okay, here is the expression that we have to give, and expression is nothing but what? Tag name, and this object is nothing but our v1, so we will give the expression v1. Then we have to fill the color. For true condition or for on we have to fill the green color. Okay, and for false or off condition we have to fill the red color. Okay, then double click on v1, then tag name dictionary window will get open. Then here is the tag name v1 that we have given previously, and the tag type is memory district. Okay, so it is correct because wall 1 is also going to on and off. It is having again it is having two district value, so that is why tag type will be memory district itself. So just save it and close it, then click on OK. Okay, so by this way we have defined the wall 1. Now what we will do, we will define the wall 2. So just double click on it. Okay, but again what happened, symbol factory by Richard Software will get open, so for that we need to break it. Okay, So we have break the cell now. So just double click on V2, then property window will get open. We will choose the fill color property, and in that we will select district property, then click on next link, then give the expression as wall2 because object is nothing but the wall2, so the expression will be wall2. So for on condition we have to give the color green, and for off condition we have to give the color red. So just double click on V2, then tag name dictionary window will get open. Here the tag name is V2 that we have given previously, and tag type is memory district. So just save it and close it. Click on OK. Then we have to define the wall3 also. So we will double click on it. Okay, so it is already I have break the cell for this, so that is why directly property window will get open. So in this we will select the fill color property, and in that we will select district property, then click on next link, then give the expression as a wall3, then double click on V3 and tag name dictionary window will get open. Here the tag name is V3 itself, and tag type is memory district. Okay, as you know wall3 is going to on and off. It is also having two district value, that is why the tag type will be memory district. Okay, so just save it and close it. Click on OK. Okay, so by this way we have defined wall1, wall2 and wall3. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to define the tank also. Okay, so we need to double click on it, but what happened, Symbol Factory by Richard software get open. So just click on OK and then go to the break cell. Okay, then now double click on tank, then property window will get open. Now tank is going to fill, so that is why we will select the %fill property, and in that we will select vertical property because we have to fill our tank in vertical direction. Then click on next link, then give the expression as a tank, then our minimum value will be 0 and maximum value will be 100 liters, so that is the value that we have given already, and the direction of tank is upward to fill the water. Okay, so that is why direction is up. We can also change the background color. Let me select black itself, then double click on expression, that is tank, then tag name dictionary window will get open. Here is the tag name tank that we have given previously. Now we have to select the tag type for the tank. Tank will fill from 0 to 100 liter water, and this is nothing but the analog value, so that is why the tag type for the tank will be memory real. Just select it, click on OK, then save it and close it, then click on OK. Okay, so by this way we have also defined the tank. Now last one is value display. So by doing the double click on value display, analog tag name wizard pop-up window will get open. Here we have to give the tag name. Okay, so in this value display we are going to see the value of tank. So we will give the tag name as a tank. Okay, so just click on OK. So by this way what we have done, we have defined all the objects that we have taken or that we have in our example. Okay, so now the time to do the programming. Okay, so for SCADA we need to do the script programming. Okay, so for that go to the special, and there is the option script. Okay, and choose the option window script because we are doing the program for only single window. That is why we will write our script in window script. So just select it, then window script for desired 3 will get open. Here in condition type we will select on show. In on show we will write all the initial values of our objects. Okay, so initially our start button will be off, then our stop button will be off, then our wall 1 will be off, then our wall 2 will be off, wall 3 will be off, tank it also will be 0. Okay, that's so start, stop, wall 1, wall 2, wall 3 and tank, all things initially will be at 0. Okay, so that I have mentioned in on show. Let us convert it Okay, it is errorless. That is why cursor went to the first line of program and on show becomes bold. Okay, now let us go to the while showing, where over here we will write all the programming that we have to do in our example. Okay, so if start button is pressed, okay, if start equal to 1 means if I press the start button, let me correct the spelling of start. If I press the start button, then what should happen? Then Wall1 should get on end if. Okay, if Wall1 is equal to 1, then what should happen? Then tank equal to tank plus 1 end if. Okay, but by let us see in example. Okay, here you can see by using this Wall1 we have to just fill 70 liter water. Okay, so we will write the program for that. Okay, so when if Wall1 equal to 1 and tank is less than 70, then tank equal to tank plus 1. Okay, then if tank equal to 70, then what should happen? Then Wall1 should get off and Wall2 should get on. Okay, end if. Okay, then as you can see in the example, let us go to example. Okay, here you can see if Wall2 is on, then we have to fill 30 liter more water in our tank. Okay, so let us write the program for that. Okay, if Wall2 equal to 1 and tank is less than 100. Why 100? Because 70 liter water is already over there because of Wall1 and we are adding 30 liter more water by Wall2. So 70 plus 30 maximum limit will be 100. Okay, so that is why if Wall2 equal to 1 and tank is less than 100, then what should happen? Then tank equal to tank plus 1 end if. Okay, let us see what will happen for this 4-line program. So let us convert it. Okay, so there is some error. Let us see. Okay, so what happened in this every, we have to give the value as 100. Let us convert it now.
Okay, expecting after function name as a tank. Okay, so here we should write tank. Okay, so let us convert it.
Okay, so it is errorless, so that is why cursor went to the first line of program and while showing become bold. Okay, so let us validate it. Click on OK. Okay, then go to runtime. Click on OK. Click on ignore. Click on OK. Then let us press the start button. Wall1 is on and tank is filling in upward direction by 1 liter. Okay, when 70 liter will get filled, then Wall1 get off and Wall2 get on, and because of this Wall2 30 liter more water will get filled in tank. So that is why at the end we have filled total 100 liter water in our tank. But now what we have to do, when 100 liter water will get filled in tank, we have to make V2 equal to 0, okay, and V3 equal to 1. So let us write the program for this. So for that, go to the development, then click on or do the right click on screen. There is option Windows script. Okay, then go to while showing and write your program over here. If tank equal to 100, then what should happen? Then we have to make V2 equal to 0 and V1 equal to 1. Okay, and end if. V3 equal to 1. Okay, and end if. Okay, and if v3 equal to 1, then what should happen? Then we have to drain out water from the tank. Okay, so if v3 equal to 1, then tank equal to tank minus 1 and if. Okay, so let us see what will happen for this logic. Let us convert it. It is errorless. Okay, so just click on OK, then go to runtime. If I press the start button, by this valve 1 we are going to fill 70 liter water in tank, then valve 1 off, valve 2 on. Okay, and now because of V3 water is draining out from the tank. But what happened while doing the draining out water from the tank, valve 2 get on at middle stage. Okay, that is not required stage, so we need to change in our program. So go to development, right click on screen, then select the Windows script, go to while showing, and here we have to write if tank equal to 70 and valve 3 equal to 1, then what should happen? Then valve 2 should remain off. Okay, and if. Okay, and we have to also drain out the water from the tank. No? So we will write tank equal to tank minus 1 and if. Okay, let us see what will happen for this logic. So let us convert it. It is errorless, so that is why cursor went to the first line of program, and all while showing is already bold. Okay, so just click on OK, then go to runtime, click on start button. Let us see what will happen. Valve 2 is on, it fill 100 liter water. Then valve 3 is on, it is draining out the water from the tank. Okay, by 1 liter up to, let us see up to what. Okay, it is not stopping at the 0. Okay, so that we have to make the change in our program. Okay, so we will go to the development, then do the right click on screen, then go to Windows script, then go to while showing, and here we have to apply the logic. Okay, if valve 3 equal to 1 and tank is greater than 0, until and unless what we have to do, we have to do the tank is equal to tank minus 1. Okay, and when it become equal to 70, that time valve 2 should get 0, and still we have to drain out the water. And when, or we can say if tank equal to 0, then what should happen? Then valve 3 should get 0 and if. Okay, valve 3 should get 0 means what? Valve 3 should get stop. Okay, so let us convert it. Okay, it is errorless again, so just click on OK, then go to runtime. Okay, let us see what will happen. Okay, valve 3 is on now, and it is draining out the water from the tank by 1 liter. Let us see up to what? It should drain out the water up to only 0. Okay, correct. And up to 0, it is draining out the water, and when it becomes equal to 0, then valve 3 should get off. Okay, so this is the correct logic, and one more logic is remaining over there. So for that we will go to development, then do the right click on screen, then go to Windows script, then go to while showing, and right over here, if stop equal to 1, then we have to reset all the things. Okay, so then valve 1 equal to 0, wall 2 equal to 0, wall 3 equal to 0, tank also equal to 0, end it. Okay, so this is all about our program. Let us see the final runtime view of our program. Okay, let us convert it, then validate it, click on OK, click on runtime. Let us press the start button. Wall 1 is on. It will fill up to 70 liter water in tank. Okay, then wall 2 is on. It fills total 100 liter water. Then wall 3 is on. It drain out the total 100 liter water from the tank up to 0. Okay, then it becomes off. Okay, this is the logic that we have to apply. Okay, and let us see if I press the stop button. Okay, then what happened? So then wall 1, wall 2, wall 3, tank all get reset. That I want. Okay, so this is all about the project that we have to implement. Okay, so let us go to the example. This is the example that we have implemented or developed in our SCADA. Let us see. So here we will go to the development. Here we can see the example that we have to develop in SCADA. Okay, so by this way we can develop any type of project in SCADA. Okay, I hope you got all the things properly. Still, if you have any doubt, then you can add a comment, and thank you for watching.